player Will.
Welcome back, Visions fans. Ready Player Will here. It's Thursday. Today is patch day. We have new content within the game today. And so a couple things to go over quickly. The new actual PvE or in-game content to look forward to is number one, quick pick match, which you can see is active right now. It's active 3 times a day. Within the story mode, they've also released new story stages, so definitely get through that if you're caught up on the story. They've also introduced in the far plane here the weapon for the new Lilith unit, and so you can farm her weapon here, both in the fire plane and in multi. And I believe if you pull Lilith, you should also get a acquisition stage that gives you some materials to level up your Lilith, I think. I do need to double check that. I've not pulled her myself, so I can't confirm that, but pretty sure I saw that in the notices. And also from the reminder to continue doing the JP app 26 million downloads celebratory quest once a day. You do get a certain amount of Visior for doing this every day. I think it was 1,500 in total, so it's not over. It's still ongoing, so definitely remember to keep doing that daily. Now, on the topic of daily things, we are getting some continuation of the login bonuses of 300 Visior per day. You can also get some Lilith shards that are dropping here at the beginning and end of the week, as well as some extra summon tickets for her potentially that if you're not pulling on the banner, you can hopefully get lucky and luck sacker on one of those cards instead. In addition to the daily purchase bonus, in this week's daily purchase bonus, you can get 5 Lilith shards, and along the way, you can get up to the extra 35 here and the 10 at the very end. If you do end up spending the Visior this week, you will also get the 100 Lilith shards and the 100 scrolls. For this unit, this 5,000 purchase quantity, you might be able to get this by going for a pack H if you have not bought it yet, and that is something in your game plan if you're looking to do that. I know not everyone's looking to pay in the game, and for Lilith in particular here, we're going to talk about banners, and part of the banner discussion is whether or not she's also worth your paid viz, because being a 70 cost unit, she has a different pull rate and accordingly a different cost to acquire, but I'm actually getting a little bit ahead of myself. Let me talk through some of the shop here first. Within the deluxe shop, I've already bought these myself. This week for the 300, you can get the scrolls like you normally do. But special mention, there is a select vision card shard ticket. I know a lot of people have had some difficulty building up their vision cards, and this is exactly the kind of pack that we ask for, at least from a paid perspective. It's the 300 paid for the 100 shards, and it goes up to as recent as Garuda. So if you are looking to build even some of these recent vision cards, you can quite easily get the 100, and this is going to refresh every single day. So you can get up to 700 different UR vision card shards this week if you are trying to catch up. Now, in the rest of the shop, pretty standard things here. I don't think there's anything special here per se in terms of the regular shop for what they offer. Just a friendly reminder, I've already bought some of these things. Every single day you can get 50 experience cubes of both the rainbow and golden type. Obviously amazing for leveling units up and for those reincarnated units you might be trying to push for as well. I always recommend buying out the guild related things here as well. Depending upon if you have the guild to do so, but I think a lot of people do. The rest of the shop here, definitely do not forget in the Lilith banner here, they do have Gil shards. They have some extra tickets to pull for that you might be able to randomly get her. Definitely recommend that. I am a personal fan of the 300 paid ticket to maybe YOLO her on a 10 pull, but this is where, and the vision card here, you can also acquire those extra shards for Gil. So definitely do that today. Sometime before the week is over, do not forget to do that. Now, on the topic of Lilith and this new banner, you can acquire this unit for 6k paid. Now, here's the thing. If you are considering using paid Visior at all for this unit, I would recommend going this route. You theoretically can go for the 3k paid, which gives you these 2 10 pulls, but to me, you're already halfway there in terms of how much Visior you're spending here. You might as well just pull her for the 6k, get the extra 200 shards, get the extra scrolls and awakening materials. Overall, I think from a paid Visior perspective, it's maybe one of your best bang for your bucks. I know relatively speaking, it can be cheaper to just pull her on the paid banner, but at the end of the day, for a 70 cost unit, I don't think you want to get to a place of pity. I would think that if you really like this unit, you want to go for and you want to lock it down, absolutely go for it in this manner. Now, when it comes to the banners themselves, we have both a banner set for Lilith and a banner set for her vision card. Now, for the unit herself, this is actually a decently friendly banner. The drop rates are not as bad as you might be used to seeing with the 100 cost units. And to me, you have a couple different options here. There's the regular banner, which on the 5th step, you're guaranteed a UR, and it's a 25% chance it's her. You also have the 9-step up banner that at the end of 9-10 pulls, you will guarantee yourself the Lilith unit. And then you also have this paid banner. There is an enhanced chance of her appearing at level 99. But again, this is one of those banners to me that, like, if you're going to even use the paid Vizier, I probably would prefer to just use it in the 6K paid and get all the extra goodies that come with it. But there's certainly a case to be made with this too, particularly if there's an increased chance that she comes in at level 99. But obviously at the end of the day, this is all still gambling and odds. It's really dependent upon what your account looks like. But on the topic of non-paid Vizier things, the question of whether it's better to do the 9-step or just go for the regular banner, I'm fairly certain that the way the math works here, for the 9-step, you're going to spend 18,000 Vizier, okay, to do those 9 steps. If you took the 18,000 Vizier and used it on this banner, if there wasn't a 25% chance to get her, I'm fairly certain that the odds of getting her in 18,000 Viz is like 51%. It's basically a coin flip. Now, it's going to be higher than that because you have the chance to pull her at 25% when you go for that 5th pull here. And so to me personally, being a little risk averse here, to me, the worst case scenario would be that you don't pull her in the 18,000 Viz and you have to take her all the way to pity. That would be catastrophically bad, in my opinion, for a 70 cost unit of this caliber, which, as you may have seen in all of our content as of late, this is a kind of a whatever unit. We don't have a lot of expectations to her. But if you really do want her, I probably, being again risk averse myself, I would likely do the 9-step, knowing that you do get some extra of the mind spheres along the way. You get some of the blossoms, you get some of the select tickets, you get some of the awakening materials. That this to me is still a relatively good value, considering that you could lock in this unit and build her relatively quickly at that 18,000 Viz. Again, that being said though, is she worth 18,000 Viz? I would tend to say no. But shoot, if you love Lilith and this is good for your account, I'm not going to tell you no. But that's my strategy on this unit. That if you had paid that you wanted to burn, I would likely do the 6K paid just to get her and not worry about the RNG of the rest of these paid banners. And if you're going for the free Vizier route, my personal preference, I would go for the 9-step here rather than gambling on this one and maybe getting it all the way to pity. That would just be an absolute kick to the groin if that were to happen. Now, alternatively, you do have the vision card banner here, and this second one down, there's also a paid option here, which again, it's just a matter of rates at this point. But if you're going for the free Vizier route, I absolutely recommend going for this banner first. It's a 3-step banner that only costs you 5,000 Vizier in total, as opposed to doing 3 summons on here, which would be 6,000 Vizier. So definitely do this one once. You get some of the extra shards along the way. Maybe get lucky and you can call it a day and pull it early. If you do not get the vision card after these 3 steps, then yes, you should transition to this top one, continue pulling, hopefully get it before pity. But if not, that's really the only options you have to pull this vision card. But the other 2 things to re-emphasize is that there is a guild medal giveaway this week, that if you give medals in your gifts 3 times, you are entered into a raffle to win 2,000 Vizier and 1,000 Vizier for your entire guild if you happen to be selected. And then the other type of content going on here is, again, in the duel section, it's 5 times free match medals, and always recommend doing it this week, because at the end of every 4 weeks to 6 weeks within the free match portion of the shop, highly recommend pulling on the Esper tickets that they give out, that you can, here they are, get the SP potions to level up your Espers. And this week alone, those 5 times free match medals will likely get you enough that you can buy all of these when that time comes. And so definitely participate, hopefully cross paths with some of you in free match this week, maybe in quick pick. But that's everything for now. Thanks so much for watching, everybody. Good luck pulling on Lilith and or her vision card if you so choose. And I'll talk to y'all soon. See you, everybody.